Hello, I'm Bill Ferguson, and I want to talk about a fast way to restore your inner peace and your effectiveness. And I want to start by looking at the nature of upsets. When we get upset, we think that the upset is caused by what happens, but that's an illusion that'll keep us stuck forever. No circumstance has the ability to create an upset. All a circumstance can do is strike a nerve that's already there. Upsets are a state of mind, and an upset can only exist if we're fighting the truth of what happened. So to see this in your life, find a time when you've been upset. Then notice something happened. It happened, and notice how totally irrelevant your feelings were about it, because no matter how much you hated what happened, it still happened. Now, notice what would happen to the upset if somehow, by some miracle, you were totally at peace with what happened. The upset would disappear, because upsets are not caused by what happens. Upsets are a state of mind, and they can exist only if we fight what happens. And why we fight what happens is because what happens strikes a nerve. And this is why different people get upset at different things. Each person has a different set of suppressed hurt of nerves that get triggered. So the key to getting your peace back fast and restoring your effectiveness is to take the focus off of the circumstances and look inside. See, and why this is important is because when you have inner peace, you see clearly, you're creative, you're resourceful, and you look in a direction where solutions, opportunity, and possibility show up. When you're in a state of fear, in upset, or turmoil, all that disappears. And the focus is not on solutions, the focus is on resisting, which then magnifies the problem. So anytime you're in a state of upset, anytime you're in a difficult time, top priority is to get your inner peace back. Because when you get your inner peace back, you get your effectiveness back. And life becomes a whole lot more enjoyable. So there's a number of steps in accomplishing this. The first step is to notice you're having an upset. Now, this may sound silly, but it's actually a very important step, because normally when we get into an upset, all we see are the circumstances. But then there's a moment where you notice, oh, I'm having an upset. The moment that happens, you shift your focus from outside of you to inside of you. That's the first step in getting your power back. The second step is to notice that the circumstances and the emotion are located in two very different places. The circumstances are outside of you. The emotion is inside of you. When we're upset, we become full of emotion, but we don't notice the emotion. The only thing we notice are the circumstances that trigger it. So the second step in getting your peace back is to separate the circumstance from the emotion. There's the circumstance over there. That's outside of me. And then here's all the emotion inside of me. And the more you can get that emotion out of you, the more you get your peace back. And there's a number of ways to do this. The best way, of course, is to dive into the emotion and cry it as hard as you can. And if there aren't any real tears, fake the tears. Put the emotion there. Now, you may say, well, I feel the hurt all the time. Well, feeling the hurt doesn't equal healing it. It's how you feel it determines whether it goes or it stays. Normally, we feel the hurt as the victim of our circumstances. We feel it at the effect. All the focus is on what happened. And when you feel the hurt at the effect, a person can cry hours a day for months and have no healing. But if you take the exact same hurt and feel it deliberately, purposely, because you choose to, because you want to reach in and grab it and pull it out of you, then you can have a major healing in minutes. So you want to dive into the hurt. And again, if there aren't any real tears, fake the tears, exaggerate the emotion, put it there. When you put the emotion there, you vaporize it. And you want to feel the hurt of the circumstances, and you want to feel the deeper hurt of our core issues, that deeper hurt of feeling worthless, not good enough, not worth loving, failure, that sort of thing. And then when you become willing to feel the hurt, the circumstance loses its power. Now, here's another way to release the hurt. And this is, it's not as powerful as diving into it, but it's still a very effective way. Because sometimes we're going to be upset and it's just not going to be appropriate to dive into the hurt. So here's another way that's very, very, very effective. Notice when you get upset, notice the body sensations you're having inside. So pick a time when you've been upset. Put yourself back in the upset and notice you're going to have certain physical body sensations. You're going to feel a tightness in your chest or your shoulders or your gut, but you're going to feel the upset. You're going to feel it physically. Then what you want to do is you want to notice those physical feelings. You want to notice what they are, where they're located, and you want to relax into them. You want to just let them be there. Separate the circumstance from the emotion, and then notice that ultimately what the emotion is, it's just body sensations. Then relax into the body sensations, and as you relax into the body sensations, watch what happens. They lose power, and you get your peace back. See, we don't realize it, but we have within us the ability to restore our peace fast, no matter what our circumstances are. And this is particularly important when you're having a difficult time in your life, because when you get your peace back, you get your effectiveness back, and you look in a direction where solutions, opportunity, and possibility show up. It is possible to create a life more wonderful than you can imagine. It is possible to live present with who you are. And when who you are is present, you're in that experience of love. You're happy, you're alive, you're free. The circumstances of life have no power over you. You have a very positive energy. You radiate that positive energy, and great things happen around you. And that's the natural state. That's the essence of who we are. And the opportunity of life is to get back to that state. Now, the purpose of my work is to show people how to do that, how to heal their relationships, how to handle difficult problem areas of life, and how to have your life be great. So if you want to learn more of what I do, I invite you to go to my website, masteryoflife.com. And there's a section on there where if you want, you can schedule a free 30-minute consulting session with me. And we can look at your life and create a plan, see what you need to do to have your life be great. So now, also, if this video was valuable for you, I invite you to share it. Share it with people and make comments. I will definitely respond to your comments. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being there. And I look forward to talking with you. And I look forward to the next time we get together. Bye.